All I wanna alpacas. Las alpacas.
Don't say Wanaka, that means mostly in the water. It belongs to Peru, and the 40% belongs to Colombia. Look at your left hand side, see mostly ladies, because most of the men are going to the beach, and the fish like that, and they go nearby the open lake. So they go maybe half an hour more from here. My God.
See you soon.